guys, so today I just wanted to share with you what I'm making for my kids. We like to make what we call energy bars here. So I will cut up some dates. I usually do about 2 cups of dates. Usually I do this in the food processor, but obviously for the sake of your ears, I'm not going to do that today. So before I hopped on here, I actually mixed up 2 cups of dates that I had chopped up and 2 cups of peanut butter powder. This is the peanut butter powder I get. It's not exactly what I get. My hubby got it, and he got the one that has the added sugar in it. I usually get this from Walmart, and you can find it without sugar added. Just make sure you look at the back so you get the right one. But I'll get the peanut butter powder from Walmart, put 2 cups of that in there, 2 cups of dates in there, and then there's a cup of butter in here. So I threw it in the food processor, mixed it all up, and because dates are sweet, I don't have to add a whole lot of sweetener, which I don't like to add sugars and things like that to our food as a general on a daily basis. But I like to have some fun treats for my kids. I also put chia seeds in there. I'll put in like 1/4 a cup of chia seeds in there. And I've got my stevia. I really am not going to need a whole lot of stevia this time because, like I said, the peanut butter powder that my hubby got was the one with the sugar added. So usually I put stevia in there. I never measure my stevia because I make it myself, so it depends on how long I really made that tincture, because like I'll double brew my tinctures. I'll also put our vanilla in there. I put about a tablespoon of the vanilla in there, and I will also put in some sea salt, between half a teaspoon and a teaspoon. Jeremy's always saying I need to write down every time I make something because I hate following recipes. But the problem is when I make something, then when he's like, "Oh, that was so good, you should make it that way again," I have no idea what I did. So, oh yeah, I can tell you how to make stevia. So if you guys watched my immune booster tincture video that I made on Wednesday, I'm going to put between 1/4 a cup and 1/3 a cup of cocoa powder in there. But if you watched my video on how to make immune booster tincture, the stevia is made pretty much the same thing. So stevia is an herb, so you can order that from, I recommend getting it from either Frontier, or I have a friend who has a website called Bulk Herb Store, and she also has stevia, Get Organic stevia leaf, and you can put that in some vodka. My hair just keeps falling in my way. You can mix that with some vodka and then put it in a glass jar, mix it, shake it up, and then you can have that in the cupboard for about a month. If you do it with the moon cycle, if you go by start at the new moon, you can actually get it done in 2 weeks instead of in a month. The reason being the gravitational pull. So right now I'm just mixing this all together with my hands. So my hands are really sticky right now, but this is one of my kids' favorites. We also make peanut butter brownies, which I like because I don't like to use a lot of, like I said, I don't like to use a bunch of sugar in what I'm making for my kids, and then also I don't like to use a lot of like white flour in what we make for them. So we try to avoid that. And the peanut butter brownies my kids have been begging for, but those are a little bit, what would you say, take a little more time. So usually I end up just making the energy bars. But like when I was, sorry about my hair, my hair keeps falling in my face. When I was getting ready for having Spencer, I would make, every day before I went to bed, I would make a batch of these energy bars because they're really nice for, with all the protein that's in them, they're really nice for, you know, right after labor food. So I would always have a batch of those in the refrigerator waiting for when baby is born, and they came in so handy right after he was born. So now I'm just patting this into a pan, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then I will put it in the refrigerator and chill it just so that that butter firms up. Sometimes I'll use half butter, half coconut oil. I just didn't have any on hand. Like I said, my recipe is very versatile. I kind of do whatever I feel like doing with the recipe, so it doesn't always turn out the same way. But a little goes a long way, so I'll cut the kids some energy bars, and I'll give them a glass of milk for their afternoon snack, and that will hold them over while I'm making supper. And it doesn't take a lot of time, as you can see. It doesn't take a lot of time. Nice protein. It's not loaded with sugar. And they're happy about it. Mama's happy about it. I also sometimes will put in diatomaceous earth. I did not do that today, but I sometimes will put in diatomaceous earth because I've got kiddos that will not take their diatomaceous earth in the morning. If you do not know the benefits of diatomaceous earth is got a lot of mineral content in it. It helps to detoxify the body. It actually is charged. It's negatively charged, so it pulls toxins from the system. So I'll put that in there from time to time. If I put that in there, I'll put in like, for the 2 cups of peanut butter, I will put in about a cup of diatomaceous earth in there. Between 4th cup and 3rd cup, depending on, you know, what consistency I want. But I decided not to do that. I just wanted to give you the original recipe first. But that's something that you can add in there. It's helpful also for getting rid of intestinal worms. You can't overdose on it. It's really just a very beneficial thing. So that's something I'll add in there sometimes. Obviously, you could put in, you know, like chopped nuts in here, as well as leaving date chunks in there. Sometimes I'll do that. My husband does not like nuts and things. So he's like, I'll eat my nuts, but don't put them into my, you know, bars and brownies and things like that. I don't want them in there. They don't go together. So I like it that way, but I don't make it when he's around because he just doesn't like that. So that's the basics of my recipe. I hope you enjoy, as we all love to make sure that we're giving our family healthy snacks. Would love to hear what you guys do for afternoon snacks. You guys have a great day.